Hello everybody. The today's session is the health care of the community. Right? What are the health community? What is primary health care? So what are the components and principles of the health care we are going to discuss in this session. So coming to the health care of the community, the concept of healthcare. So since health is influenced by a number of factors, not a single factor, it is a multifactorial like adequate food, housing and sanitation, healthy lifestyles, protection against environmental hazards, and communicable disease. The frontiers of health extended beyond the narrow limits of medical care. So now from medical care, we are just trying to shift to the health care. Okay, thus it is clear that health care implies more than medical care. So concept is service provided to the individuals or services provided to the communities by the agent of health services or professionals for the purpose of promoting, maintaining, monitoring or restoring of the health. So concept can be defined like it is the services provided to the individuals or the group of individuals by the professionals or the health agents in order to maintain, promote the health, maintain the health, monitor the health or restoring the health from the disease or the other health conditions. So healthcare is a public right, yes, and it is the responsibility of the government to provide the care to all the people in an equal measure, that is equal distribution. In India, healthcare is completely or basically largely a governmental function. So health system, the services are delivered by the health system. It should cover all the services, not in a bits or piecemeal. It should be an covered all the services provided through primary health care. What is primary health care? Just we'll discuss in the due course. So what are the levels of healthcare we have? The primary level, the secondary level, and the tertiary level. The primary layer, the first most contact of an health agent to the individual or a community or a family. The secondary care level, bit complex, more problems are dealt here, and it is provided in the district hospitals or community health centers. Then tertiary care, specialized services or more specific services, and they are provided at the specialized hospitals or medical colleges. So levels of care is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary care, the first most contact of an health agent to the community or to an individual. Secondary, at the community health centers or at the district level hospitals. Tertiary care, it is a specialized services provided in advanced centers like district specialized hospitals or in medical colleges. Then coming to the definition of primary healthcare, it is an essential healthcare made universally accessible to the individual and acceptable to them through their full participation and at a cost the community and the country can afford. I repeat, it is an essential healthcare made universally accessible to the individual and acceptable to them through their participation and the community or country can afford. So what are the elements? Now we discuss the elements of primary healthcare: education, promotion of proper nutrition, adequate supply of safe water and basic sanitation, maternal child health care, immunization, prevention and control of locally endemic diseases, appropriate treatment of common diseases, and the last is provision of essential drugs. These are the 8 elements. Please remember 8 elements of primary health care. Coming to the principles, they are the 8 elements. Now we are discussing the principles of primary health care. So we have 4 principles. First is equitable distribution. Second, the community participation. Third, the intersectoral coordination. Fourth, the appropriate technology. What is equitable distribution? It means everybody should have an access to health service. Access means as much as near people's home. The community participation, example, the village health guide or trained guides. These are the service or health providers selected from that particular group or particular community, right? It overtakes the like in order to avoid the cultural and communication barrier. Then intersectoral coordination, as I discussed in the previous slide, health is a multifactorial like agriculture, animal husbandry, food, education, housing, public work, communication. All these should be interrelated and they should be intercoordinated. That is intersectoral coordination. Coming to appropriate technology, it should be scientifically sound, it should be adaptable to the local needs, it should acceptable to the all, and it should serve the purpose. Then it should easily maintain, and most important, it is affordable to the community. That is appropriate technology. Just once again, the elements are 8 elements and the 4 principles of primary healthcare, right? So now we discuss the healthcare model. So we take inputs, the healthcare services, the healthcare system, and the output. So input, what the problems we have or what are the pertaining health situation we have. Then we have the health services, promotive, preventive, and curative services. Then we have healthcare system like public healthcare system, private healthcare system, voluntary health agencies, and indigenous system of health. What could be output, like a change in the health status of the community or an individual. This is the model of healthcare delivery. Health status and health problems. The statistics taken are morbidity and mortality, demographic conditions of the population, environmental condition, socioeconomic factors, cultural backgrounds affecting the health, medical and health services available, and other services available for the health status or the health services. Then demographic profile, maybe the large population base, high fertility, declining mortality, more young population, illiteracy, and more dependency ratio. So morbidity profile, like overall declining infant mortality rate, life expectancy is less. Then health problems, we have communicable disease problems or nutritional diseases or nutritional deficiencies, environmental sanitation problems, medical care service problems, and population overgrowth problem. Resources, we have manpower, money and material, and the time. What is the health manpower we have? We have professional doctors, auxiliary health persons, nurses, health workers, trained DICE, health assistants, pharmacists, and lab technicians. Health expenditure in India is at 3% of GNP. Timely planning is the most important and implementation of health project. Health workers should spend more time for their work. Healthcare system, public sector, we have primary healthcare, hospital, community health centers, health insurance schemes, and other agencies. The broadly public health, like we have centers, hospitals and healthcare centers, health insurance scheme, and other voluntary agencies. Private sectors, private hospitals, general practitioners. Indigenous system of medicine, we have Ayush. Then we have voluntary health agencies and national health programs. So primary health care at village level, it is under the guidance by the village health guide, training of local DICE, and implementation of ICDS scheme. Village health guide, what we are discussing, like community participation, mostly the women comes from and chosen from the same community or the same geographical area. It serves a link between the community and the government infrastructure. So functions like treatment of simple illness, maternal child health services, health education about prevailing diseases or nutrition, hygiene, sanitation, and timely referral. Training of local DICE, emphasis on asepsis of delivery, like reduce the maternal and infant mortality. After registration of birth, she gets a honorarium. Helps in the promotion of small family norms. This is, we are discussing the overall health system in India at the primary level, at the village level. Okay. Then ICDS scheme, Anganwadi worker will be appointed. She is a part-time worker. The major functions like health checkup, immunization, supplementary nutrition. Here it is the word supplementary nutrition, health education, non-formal preschool education, and referral services. At sub-center level, we have peripheral outpost, one male and one female multi-purpose worker. Maternal child health, family planning, and immunization are the basic and the mandatory functions, like maternal child health, family planning, and immunization. It is supervised by an health assistant. Primary health centers, right? For one primary health center should serve or cater 30,000 population if it is in normal or plain area. In case the region is hilly area, tribal area or backward area, one primary health center should cater services for 20,000 population, right? 30,000 in normal area, 20,000 population in hilly area. So primary health center functions: medical care, maternal child health, family planning services, safe water supply, basic sanitation, prevention and control of locally endemic diseases, collection and reporting of vital statistics, education about the health, national health programs, then referral services, training of paramedical workers, and basic lab services. So staff pattern in primary health center: one medical officer, one pharmacist, one nurse midwife, one health worker, ANM, one health educator, health assistant male one, health assistant female one, lab technician one, driver one post. In class 4, they have 4 posts. So job description of a medical officer in primary health center: attending outdoor patients, supervision of field work. Then there's a plan for out postings like visiting sub-centers, supervise and guide the multi-purpose workers, conduct staff meetings on a scheduled basis. So planner, promoter, director, supervisor, coordinator and evaluator. These are the important terms or the functions of a primary health center medical officer. So we have health insurance, example like ESI. It provides medical care in cash and kind, and benefits like free OPD and supply of drugs, lab technician and X-ray investigations, domiciliary visit, hospitalization, maternal and child health services, emergency treatment, and we have supply of optical and dental aids, immunization, family planning and family welfare services. Then we have voluntary health agencies. So we define like organization that is administered by an autonomous board. There is one autonomous board which holds meetings, collects funds for its support, chiefly from private sources, and expends the money whether with or without paid workers. Is totally a voluntary organization or voluntary health agency. So what are the functions of this? We have supplementing government work or support of work for the government, then pioneering, education, demonstration, guarding the work of government agency, and advancing health legislation. So one like Indian Red Cross Society, one example for voluntary health agency, particularly works in the relief work, milk and medical supplies, particularly started within armed forces. Then maternal child health services are provided, family planning services, blood bank and first aid are services which are provided by this voluntary health agency in India. Then different health agencies we have like Hind Kust Nivaran Sangh, Indian Council for Child Welfare, Tuberculosis Association of India, Bharat Sevak Samaj, Central Society Welfare Board, the Kasturba Memorial Fund, Family Planning Association of India, All India Women Conference, All India Blind Relief Society, and professional bodies. These are the health voluntary organizations which will be dealt in due course or in the next session. Thank you, class.